If you've ever shot video outdoors, you know the pain when you're trying to look at a tiny little screen to make sure if you're in focus, that the exposure isn't blown out. Well, in today's video, I have got a solution that is going to kick all of that out of the park. The Neewer F700 7-inch. It's touchscreen, it's got a ton of features, and it even works in the brightest of areas. Let's get into it. This is the Neewer F700 7-inch LCD field monitor. So let's see what we get. So to start off with some of the cables that they do give you a huge variety of different stuff now. So we do get a HDMI to full-size HDMI, full HDMI to micro HDMI, and we also get HDMI to mini HDMI. We also get a USB-A to USB Type-C, and then we also get two smaller variations as well, due to the fact that the batteries, the FPS batteries, can be charged by USB Type-C, which is a lot better. So there is a few different variations you can get of this actual monitor. If you check the links in the video description, there's 3 different ones. I think there's a base model, there's the one that comes with a single battery, and then there's the one that comes with double batteries. And ironically, the one that came with 2 batteries and multiple cables was cheaper than the rest. They do offer you 2 massive NPF 750 batteries, which are quite good. They can be charged by your normal NPF charger, but there is also a USB Type-C port on the top to allow you to charge it quicker. I guess it all depends on what you want to do. I charge it through the NFP charger because I've got one set up over there. First off, there's far too many fingerprints, so let's get this cleaned off first. F700 7-inch monitor, Neewer logo going on the bottom. Now on this side we do have a 3.5mm audio jack. We do have an output 8.4 volts. And we do have an in 5 volts as well, so it can be powered by USB Type-C. We have a 1/4-inch thread with 2 little indents for the little mount itself, which just allows you to screw it in, but because it's got one of those indents, it stops it from moving around, which is quite handy. So as soon as it's in there, it's not going to be going around. We have an SD card slot holder, which we will go into in a little bit. We have another 1/4-inch thread on the right-hand side. On the top, we do have our user interface buttons. So we have on-off switch, F1, 2, and 3. This is going to be for your wavefronts and all that good stuff. Back, set menu, plus and minus, which is quite handy. Now on the back here, we do have the 2 ports for the NPF batteries. But the one thing I like about most is that they do actually have quick releases. So, I don't know, say if you are shooting a video and you need to get these out, you just... and you're done. There's no messing around trying to get them lined up. They're all lined up perfectly, so you don't have to mess around with it. So as soon as you want them out, and then they're out. And then we do have a fan in the middle as well. If you are going to use this for long shoots, don't worry. I know there's a fan there, and you probably think it's going to wreck my audio. No, it's not. It's a very powerful fan, but it's extremely quiet, which is quite handy. Well, I guess we need to power it on and actually see what it can do. So power it on. As we can see, we've got the nice Neewer logo going on here. And remember, this monitor is 2000 nits. So we're just taking a look at a few settings. Like you can see, I've got the Neewer F700 attached to the Sony A7 IV. Yeah, direct HDMI to HDMI cable. They did supply a few in the box, but I just wanted to use mine, so it's fine. So a quick one, this is the display as factory. So as you can see, you've got the full display of what my camera is currently seeing at the minute. So if we double tap on the screen, we can see all of our settings. We've got our exposure, focus, LUT config, display settings, system config, and then a few different shortcuts. Obviously, we've got false color. We can scroll through Zebra. We've got waveforms, vector scopes, all waves, as well as HDR. So we can open that up. It all depends on what you're going to be using in your After Effects to do with your editing and all that sort of stuff. Focus, so we can do single color peaking. We've got safe areas mark, grid lines, and as well as audio meters. Now, LUT config is probably where this thing excels. We have system LUT user as well. Ooh. We have system LUT user as well as custom LUTs. Now, like I said, there is an SD card holder at the bottom. If you have your custom 3D LUTs, you can import them into that as well, which is quite a handy bit of kit. But the system does have some base ones. So if we go to open and then click on the little arrow, we have all our different ones. We've got Canon, DJI, Panasonic. We've got Redlog. We've got Sony, Sony S-Log. So we can input them. So if this is what you're going to use when you're finally editing, you can add them so you know what your final video is going to look like. Not a lot of people like it, but there is quite a few people out there that do enjoy them. We've got display settings, so we can change how the display actually works. Obviously, the battery and the fan, that's the biggest one. So obviously, there's If I turn this around a second there, you can see I've got the 2 batteries, and then right in the center is where the fan is. So you can set that to however you want to have the, obviously, low, medium, high. So obviously if the fan's on high, I'll pop my microphone just next to it. Not sure if you can hear it, but even on high, it's not that bad. But then again, if you are using, like, say, a lavalier microphone, you're going to be okay. But yeah, we can change the aspect ratio depending on how you want to record your videos. We've got display flip, so depending on which way you've got the monitor. So we've got scan mode as well, so overscan or just standard. Freeze, so if you want to freeze the image, so if you've taken a picture of something and you're filming over this way, freeze the image, turn it over, and then you can show the guy next to you or whatever. So we've got freeze as well. System config. Now, system config allows us to change a few different bits, so like the color temperature, backlight, sound. We've got different hotkeys as well for the FN buttons up at the top. Like I said, we do have F1, 2, and 3, so we can personally configure them. So if you want one to be set for, obviously, they're all color-coded, so you're not going to go wrong. So we've got peaking, false color, and center mask. So if you want to change them, all you've got to do is scroll through. So I want F1 to be zebra, I want F2 to be safe area, and F3 to be H flip. Oh, if I can press it, H flip. So every time I press that, we'll go back. Click on that. Every time I press H3, it's going to flip my screen. So it really is as simple as that. Just while I've got the screen off here from the settings, if you want to increase the brightness, just scroll down on the left-hand side. Remember, this does go up to 2000 nits. If you want the volume control, that's on the other side. So you just scroll up and down. Like I said, it's fully touchscreen, so you can mess around with that as well, which is quite handy. And then on the last ones, shortcuts, we do our false color zebra, histogram peaking, LUTs, reset, as well as audio meters. So as you can see, we've got audio meters on the bottom. But then again, if you don't want the camera's display there, you don't have to. We've got the audio meter down there as well, which is quite handy. But anyways, we don't need that. So I just thought I'd show you through some of the bits. So anyways, guys, there we have it. That was the monitor from Neewer. This is the Neewer F700. Like I said, all links will be in the video description. So if you want to go check them out, be my guest. If you've got any issues or any snags or anything you want to give me a shout on, please do drop it in the comment section below. I'm always more than happy to help, and we'll go.